Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And next Wednesday, the 21st of September, we get the August report on existing home sales. And if you remember, only 2 short months ago, we talked about, I believe it was on July 20th. So again, one month ago, we talked about how the National Association of Realtor report on existing home sales was going to be a disaster, and it was, and how this was going to start a frothy environment where a lot of sellers came in, wish pricing, all those things that we've talked about. Well, we're on the cusp of some August data. I want to go back and review exactly how bad July was. I actually found the National Association's summary report. I will pull it up in a minute. And then I want to talk with you about what we think is coming on Wednesday. I think there is a natural bias, which I have as well, looking at historical data, which we will in a minute, to basically say, hey, it's going to continue to roll over. August will be worse than July. I would argue in most months, that is solid logic. And as you will see on the graphs, housing has seasonality. We are entering the winter, and you will see all the numbers kind of roll over. I don't know about this August. I will, of course, make a call. I'm sitting here with a couple of numbers in my head. We're going to go through this together, and at the end, I will make a call. I will write it down, and we will just see how we do on Wednesday. So let me pull up the report because there's a lot to look at. July was a horrible month, right? The data for July was horrible. So let's look at that together now. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. This is just, let's close this. I don't need to be seen here. Okay. All right, so again, this is the summary of July 2022 statistics, the last month. This will be revised in 3 or 4 short days. So let's take a look. The first thing to look at is, again, these are national numbers, so don't get it twisted. Some people look at this and think we sold 4.8 million homes in July or closed on 4.8. That is a seasonally adjusted number. It is not the actual number that we closed, but it's a seasonally adjusted number. But as you can see, my call of a 30% crash in transactions this year did happen, right? It happened, we went from a peak of basically 6.5 to basically 4.8. That's about a 27 or 28% collapse. I do think over the next several months, it gets worse. I don't know about August. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now, and I think I'm going to shock myself and actually call a slightly higher number. If you can go back and look here, like if you go back to 2021, you can see August is down, right? 2020, where is it? Here it is. Actually, August went up, but that's coming out of the depths of the pandemic. So again, August, typically speaking, seasonally is down, right? You can see once we leave summer, it rolls over all the way back in 1918, right? This seasonality is pretty consistent. But I think what we're going to see is an August bump. Because again, remember, this housing thing is all about interest rates. Remember in June when we heard from everybody that 6% broke the market? One of my experts said their market fell 50%. Well, I think what we're going to see in August is the July interest rate got better, right? The July interest rate got better. So maybe that is going to allow for the August numbers to be slightly better. Right now, it appears that expectations are 4.7, right? The expectations are for 4.7 million. I think I'm going to write it down right now, 4.85. Man, I feel weird saying that because, again, normally I would call a lower number. I do think September will be lower. October will be lower. November will be lower. December will be lower. This is kind of a blip because we did have that 1 month where interest rates got a little bit better. But let's continue on because there's more data in this report. Median home price. Again, median home price is seasonal, folks. If you look at this chart, you see it rolls over every year. Doesn't roll over a lot, but it does roll over. I would say this rollover here from 413 to 403, maybe a little bit more pronounced, But again, it's a bigger number. So again, it appears to be bigger where the percentages are really about the same, right? The absolute number is bigger because the number is bigger, but the percentages, roughly speaking, about the same. Again, August is going to be an interesting call. And again, these are existing homes, not new, existing homes only. Again, I think we're going to see slight bump in transactions because we got a little bit of interest rate reprieve that is now over. I again have two numbers in my head. Part of me wants to call 401 and part of me wants to call 405. I'm going to call 405. What the heck? Let's be silly. I'm going to call 405K. Writing them down. I'm going to put it on my board, talk about in the daily financial news. So again, seasonality, median home price. Again, I think August is a blip. I think what we're going to see is there was a little bit of unlock of demand in July because rates ticked down with roughly 1% down. I think that is a moment in time. I think August will be looked at as a blip because I think September, October, November, December, January are all worse months. So let's keep going. Existing home sales median price percentage year on year. That's a good question. What was it last August? Where were we last August? The 21st, 2021. So we were probably, I actually don't know what that number is. I don't know, call it 365 maybe, 364. I'm calling 405. So let's call it, I can't do the math in my head that fast, but I'm going to say up 10%. Up 10% year on year and up slightly month on month. If you guys, this again was 403. I'm going to call 405. So it's up very slightly month on month, but that's more about a blip in interest rates. Is this where we are? Yep. Okay. So then existing home sales, this is what I called, right? The trough, the peak, whatever you want to call it. Again, I think we get a little bit of reprieve in August. Again, the forecast is for 4.7. I'm going to call 4.85. Let's see if I can do the math in my head. So last August, whoops, wrong chart. Sorry. Wrong chart. So August would be right about here. Actually, it doesn't really show. What do you think that was? I'll call it 6 million. And I'm calling what? 485. So I don't know, 18% maybe. So we're going to call year on year sales. This is down 18%. Okay. Again, you can see it's getting bad, getting worse. We've really seen the collapse in transactions. Again, I think September's worse, October's worse, November's worse, December's worse. We have some ugly, ugly numbers coming. But I think August is going to prove to be a blip. Again, because of that. Realtor Confidence Index. Again, I don't. So what is this? Oh, this is just a collection. So first-time home buyers, I hope that goes up. I think that's some of the unlock from the July interest rates. Sales from investors, probably flat. Cash sales, probably flat. Again, cash sales always interest me because, like, are they really cash or are these people getting loans and then I don't know. I've always wondered how they count cash. Distress sales, foreclosure, short sales, nothing. Days on market. That's a big one. Days on market. We had a record low of 14. Let's do days on market of 22. 50%. 50. Actually, we'll do 21, so it's easier math. 21 days, 50% increase. And then there's existing home sales by region. The South, man, banging. The South is selling a lot of homes. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, I'm guessing. I wonder if Texas is in the South or if the Midwest. I think the Midwest is just like the center of the country and then South includes, I think it's out to Texas, but I could be wrong. Somebody watching probably knows. Let me know. Is Texas in the South in these NAR numbers? I could look it up, but not while I'm recording live. The Northeast, 13%, 18%. Yeah, this just tells you where all the volume is. That's for sure. And then this is the price range. This is really what bodes well for the median home price, right? Where is everything? So not a lot of sales below 100K. What does this add to? Let's see. Because again, the median home price is what did we say earlier? Like 410, something like that. So we've got 25% of homes below 250, 43% here, 18%, 7, and then what is that? 7% again? Yeah, 7% again. So above $1 million. Again, this would be very interesting. This is where one of the areas where Matt and I kind of agree and disagree, right? It's really about product mix. And something that we see coming in the new year is first-time homebuyer programs. Really going to accentuate these blue, red, and green areas, while these other areas really suffer. So might pull down the median, might push it up. It's really going to depend on how the chips fall. And then percentage change in sales from a year ago by price range. This is interesting. Percentage change. Oh, this is percentage change transactions. So again, this is kind of why I think the median home price goes up. Because again, we're seeing huge fall in transactions below the median, right? We saw call it 28% crash in transactions under 100K. We saw 32% crash under 250, 17, and then the numbers slowly work out from there. So again, this is all data I look at, kind of geek out on and looking at the median home price. So again, when I look at August data, which we will get on Wednesday, what am I calling? I am calling for a slight bump in August transactions. I do, again, want to say that September, October, November, and December are going to be horrible, 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 horrible. I do think we get a slight reprieve in August. I'm going to call 4.85. The expectation is for 4.7. So again, I'm going to take the over. Median home price, again, historically speaking, rolls over, as you can see in the chart. I've decided to take 405. Again, more about a blip in transactions than a trend I would count on. But again, let me know what you think. I'm going to call days on market. Oh, yeah, that's just math. Days on market is going to be, I'm going to shoot for 21 days on market. So again, these are things I'm calling. Let me know what you think. Take care of yourself. If you want, I can probably take this link and put it in the show notes or the description below. So let me know if you want that. Thanks, everybody. Bye.